Welcome back to Pixel Watcher. Today we'll be taking a journey through the 10 best Resident Evil games, ranked from least liked to most liked. Get ready to relive unforgettable moments, meet iconic characters, and discover why Resident Evil won the hearts of gamers. But before we begin, we highly recommend subscribing to our channel if you haven't already, because we have a lot of exciting content coming your way soon. Whether you're ready to take on new gaming challenges, discover new movies and TV shows, or delve deeper into our top 10 lists, this is the channel for you. So don't miss out, subscribe now and be a part of the Pixel Watcher community. Number 10. Resident Evil 0, 2002. Let's start with the 10th game on our list, Resident Evil 0. Initially released in 2002 for GameCube, this prequel to the series introduces the partner zapping mechanic, allowing players to alternate controls between the two protagonists, Rebecca Chambers and Billy Cohn. The game was later released on platforms such as Wii, PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, Xbox One, and PC. Despite some criticism regarding its puzzles and inventory system, Resident Evil 0 is a title loved by fans for its atmosphere and story. Number 9. Resident Evil Revelations, 2012. At 9th place, Resident Evil Revelations. This 2012 installment brings the series back to its survival horror roots, with the action taking place on a ship infested with monstrous creatures. Initially released for Nintendo 3DS, the game was later released on Wii U, PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, Xbox One, and PC platforms. With an intriguing storyline and well-written characters, Revelations is a great addition to the series. Number 8. Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, 1999. At 8th place, we have Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. In Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, players take on the role of Jill Valentine, a member of the Elite Stars unit who's trying to escape from Raccoon City after it's become overrun by zombies and other horrifying creatures. This time around, the game features a more dynamic environment, as well as the new live selection mechanic, which allows players to make quick decisions that can change the course of the story. The game is also known for its random enemy placements, making each playthrough a unique experience. This, combined with the ever-present threat of the Nemesis stalking you throughout the game, ensures a constant feeling of tension and dread. Resident Evil 3 Nemesis is fondly remembered by fans for its unforgettable villain, intense action, and the continued development of the Resident Evil story. With its unique gameplay elements and engaging plot, it remains a classic entry in the survival horror genre. Number 7. Resident Evil Code Veronica, 2000. At 7th place, we have Resident Evil Code Veronica. It was originally released in 2000 for the Sega Dreamcast, followed by later releases on PlayStation 2, GameCube, and eventually as an HD remaster for PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. Code Veronica is a significant entry in the series, and it was the first mainline Resident Evil game to utilize full 3D backgrounds instead of pre-rendered ones. In Resident Evil Code Veronica, players take control of Claire Redfield, who's searching for her missing brother, Chris Redfield. The game begins with Claire being captured by the Umbrella Corporation and is imprisoned on a remote island, which is, of course, infested with zombies and other horrifying creatures. Chris eventually becomes a playable character as well, as he comes to his sister's rescue and uncovers more of the sinister plot behind the scenes. Code Veronica introduces new characters, such as Steve Burnside and the enigmatic Ashford twins, as well as the new enemy types and challenges for players to overcome. The game's puzzles and exploration elements are reminiscent of earlier Resident Evil titles, while the story is more intricate and cinematic than ever before. Resident Evil Code Veronica holds a special place in the hearts of many fans, as it expands upon the series' lore and features memorable characters and settings. Its innovative use of 3D environments, engrossing story, and challenging gameplay solidify its status as a standout entry in the survival horror genre. Number 6. Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, 2017. In 6th place, let's delve deeper into Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, which was released in 2017 for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC, with a notable VR mode for PlayStation VR. Resident Evil 7 marked a significant departure from previous entries in the series, bringing the gameplay back to its horror roots and introducing a first-person perspective. In Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, players take on the role of Ethan Winters, who is searching for his missing wife, Mia, in a remote Louisiana plantation. Upon arrival, Ethan encounters the deranged Baker family, who have been infected by a mysterious bioweapon known as mold, granting them regenerative abilities and a taste for violence. The game masterfully blends elements of classic survival horror with modern gameplay mechanics, putting a strong emphasis on exploration, puzzle solving, and resource management. Combat is more visceral and intimate due to the first-person perspective, and the game features a variety of weapons and tools for players to use in their fight against the Baker family and other monstrous creatures. Resident Evil 7's narrative is both intriguing and unsettling, with numerous twists and turns that keep players engaged throughout the experience. The game also features several connections to previous Resident Evil games, expanding the series' lore and offering longtime fans a sense of continuity. Resident Evil 7 Biohazard is a triumphant return to the series' survival horror roots, offering a fresh perspective and chillingly immersive experience that has been praised by both fans and critics alike. Its captivating story, intense gameplay, and masterful execution make it a standout entry in the franchise. Number 5. Resident Evil 4 Remake, 2023. At the 5th place, we have the highly anticipated Resident Evil 4 Remake, released in 2023 for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X/S, and PC. This remake breathes new life into the classic 2005 game, updating the graphics, gameplay mechanics, and enhancing the storyline while staying true to the original spirit of the game. In this reimagining, players once again take on the role of Leon S. Kennedy, sent on a mission to rescue the US president's daughter in a mysterious European village. As Leon, players will experience a more immersive and terrifying world, thanks to the improved graphics and audio, as well as the addition of new gameplay mechanics and expanded areas to explore. The game's updated controls and camera system allow for a more fluid and dynamic gameplay experience, and the incorporation of new enemy types and scenarios keep players on their toes throughout the journey. The Resident Evil 4 Remake proves the iconic game still has a lot to offer, delivering a fresh and thrilling experience while honoring the legacy of the original. It's a must-play for fans of the survival horror genre, and a testament to the enduring appeal of the Resident Evil series. Number 4. Resident Evil Village, 2021. In 4th place, we have Resident Evil Village, released in 2021. This highly anticipated sequel combines the first-person perspective of Resident Evil 7 with the action-packed gameplay of Resident Evil 4. Players once again step into the shoes of Ethan Winters, who finds himself in a mysterious European village filled with terrifying creatures and deadly adversaries. With its haunting atmosphere, gripping story, and unforgettable characters, Resident Evil Village takes a well-deserved spot in our top 3 for delivering a survival horror experience that fans won't soon forget. Number 3. Resident Evil 2 Remake, 2019. On the podium in 3rd place, Resident Evil 2 Remake, released in 2019 for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. This ambitious remake of the 1998 classic not only updated the game's visuals, but also significantly reimagined its gameplay and narrative elements. In the Resident Evil 2 Remake, players once again step into the shoes of rookie police officer Leon S. Kennedy and college student Claire Redfield as they try to escape the zombie-infested Raccoon City. The game seamlessly intertwines the two characters' stories, offering unique perspectives and challenges for each protagonist. The gameplay has been updated from the original's fixed camera angles and takes controls to a modern over-the-shoulder third-person perspective. This new perspective brings a heightened sense of immersion and intensity to the game, while still retaining the classic survival horror atmosphere. The game also features an improved inventory system, making item management more intuitive and accessible. Puzzle solving remains an essential aspect of Resident Evil 2 Remake, with players needing to navigate through complex environments and solve intricate puzzles to progress. The game also introduces new locations and areas, adding depth and variety to iconic Raccoon City Police Department and other familiar settings. The Resident Evil 2 Remake is a masterful reimagining of the original game, offering a fresh yet faithful take on the classic survival horror experience. Its updated gameplay, captivating narrative, and stunning visuals have been praised by both longtime fans and newcomers to the series. Number 2. Resident Evil 2, 1998. In second place, the original Resident Evil 2 from 1998. It was released in 1998 for the PlayStation. It's a survival horror game that quickly gained popularity and critical acclaim. It builds upon the foundations set by the first Resident Evil, expanding the story and introducing new characters, like rookie police officer Leon S. Kennedy and college student Claire Redfield. The game's narrative unfolds in the zombie-infested Raccoon City, where players must uncover the sinister secrets behind the outbreak. The gameplay in Resident Evil 2 features fixed camera angles and tank controls, characteristic of early survival horror games. These design choices contribute to the game's tense atmosphere as players navigate through narrow corridors and face off against gruesome creatures. Inventory management and puzzle solving are integral to the gameplay, requiring players to think strategically and make careful decisions. Resident Evil 2 is also known for its zapping system, where players can experience the game from both Leon and Claire's perspectives. Each character has their own unique story, weapons, and challenges, adding replayability to the game. The choices players make during their first playthrough can impact the events and outcomes of the second playthrough, creating a rich, interconnected narrative experience. The game's success led to several re-releases on various platforms, such as Sega Dreamcast, Nintendo GameCube, and more. Resident Evil 2's memorable characters, gripping story, and atmospheric gameplay make it a defining title in the survival horror genre, and an essential entry in the Resident Evil franchise. Number 1. Resident Evil, 1996. And finally, in first place, the game that started it all, Resident Evil from 1996. With iconic characters like Chris Redfield and Jill Valentine, this game revolutionized the survival horror genre with its combination of puzzles, exploration, and combat against horrifying creatures. Despite its technical limitations, Resident Evil created an unforgettable experience and laid the foundation for one of the most beloved and enduring video game series. And there you have it, our top 10 Resident Evil games. We hope you enjoyed the video. What about you? Would you have ranked them differently? Let us know by sharing your own list in the comments below. And as always, we thank you for watching Pixel Watcher. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe to our channel for more exciting content. We've got plenty more gaming challenges, more reviews, and top 10 lists coming your way, so don't miss out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.